So I want you to sit down today and I want you to be really honest. What are your goals? It doesn't matter what anybody else says, whatever they suggest for you. What are your goals? What are your family's goals? Where do you see you guys going? What do you want? When you lay in bed at night and your husband falls asleep or your wife falls asleep and you're laying there, you're thinking to yourself, I have to fix this. This bothers me. What if? I want you to write those down tonight. What if another hurricane hits and I lose power for a month this time? Write that down. What if the bank forecloses on our mortgage? What if I can't grow food? What if this is the reality? Unfortunately, our government no longer truly cares about Americans. They don't care about the drought going on here in Louisiana. They don't care about the fires in Maui. They don't care. Now, do I mean the people don't care? No, we all really do care about each other. But the 1%ers sitting in government, the ones who need an age restriction to be there, they don't care. They have their hands in the Chinese and Russian pockets and they are not worried about you. So here is the thing. Today we are going to be talking about our road to self-sustainability. Guys, there used to be a thing about being an American was that you could take care of yourself. In a disaster, you could take care of yourself. When they began to make us consumers rather than producers, get us brainwashed and put us in cities, we all forgot the ability and the knowledge, one generation of a knowledge gap, and look at us now. So today we're just going to talk about where we're at on the self-sustainability scale and how we can change that. Hello everyone, welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So let's talk about Maui real quick. Did you guys hear what the government's doing for them? One-time $700 cash gift. How thoughtful of the American government. This is why we're making this video. Not about Maui, so don't turn it off. We're all kind of tired of hearing it because there's nothing that we can actually do but vote for better people in office. What we can do is determine where we are in our walk to be self-sustainable. So what do I mean? On a scale of 0 to 10, I want you to write 0 on a sheet of paper, draw a line and write 10. What I want you to do is 0 is you are totally on grid. You have no generator, you have no backup water, you have no stored food, you don't have a garden, you have no garden, you don't have any livestock, you can't make any of your own soil amendments, you don't have any kind of extra heat source, like you're totally beginning your journey to self-sustainability. That's a 0. For you guys on the 10, that means you're totally off the electrical grid, totally off power grid, totally off the water grid, totally off the sewage grid. You are basically 100% growing your own food for you and your family and your livestock. You can't go grab bagged feed and call yourself a 10, okay? Like you've got this down, right? You can do it all. And if you lived in Maui, unless your house burnt down, your property burnt, you would need their $700 because it literally would not affect you. All right, you guys are on a 10 and you could probably give all of us some tips. Now for the rest of us, we're somewhere on the spectrum of 1 to 9, correct? And I would say for Steven and I, we're about a 6. Now we're still on the power grid, but I do a backup generator and I can survive without power where I happen to live. With the water, the same thing. I have well water. It is hooked up to my 220 pump, but I do have a generator and we are fixing to dig a shallow well, a second well on the property where I can hand pump. So my water, plus I have a pond, my water is somewhat taken care of. I grow a lot of our food. I don't buy almost any fruits and vegetables from stores anymore. Ow. Okay, now that I've dealt with the yellow jacket that just stung me on my foot. So right now in the middle of the video, I want to tell you guys this. We're moving to Rumble. We are going to stay on YouTube. We are going to stay on Facebook as Starkey Farmstead, but we're going to start a platform on Rumble. We would love you guys' support. If you're already on Rumble, be looking for us by Sunday. And if you guys would like to support what we do here at Starkey Farmstead, if you want to row in our boat, our debt-free living, and all the dreams we have, you guys can look in the comments. I'm going to drop our Venmo and our Cash App. Feel free to support people who are actually living debt-free and doing our best to do it 100% truthfully and transparent. Let's get back to the topic. We're every day getting more and more sustainable on the amount of food we're growing, storing, canning, as well as feeding our livestock naturally. You can check out our playlist on those topics. Making our own soil amendments. Guys, this is all part of it, right? Like I told y'all the other day, our big thing right now is water and power. Once I can take care of those two things, I'm really not going to need the government. 2 years ago, we were food stamp recipients. 18 months ago, we became food stamp retailers. That is how quick we changed our economic standing, okay? And last year, our form matched my husband's salary. You can do this. You can get debt-free and still make $1 because unfortunately, nobody's taking tomatoes and okra for your water bill or your power bill or your mortgage. Be nice, but they don't. So the reality is, if you're going to go off-grid 100%, you need to get into the mindset of the amount of work that's going to take. I know we want to work smarter, not harder. But you're not going to get out of physical labor at any point in this journey. And for those people who are always looking for the easy way to do it, you're spending vast amounts of money to save 30 minutes of physical labor. Now, I get it if you're elderly or you're disabled or you're just getting in this and you're not in shape. But for the rest of us, this is a good time for us to go to the gym. I'm not paying for a gym membership. Why should I? Because I'm out here moving 200 and 300 pounds of compost at a time and 50-pound, sandbags off of my tarps. I don't need a gym. This is my gym. If the feed cost keeps going up, what if this is actually cancer? Whatever it is, write it down, okay? Second thing, I want you to pray about it. Third thing, I want you to ask for help. Ask knowledgeable people, not somebody that's never lived this life. Knowledgeable people. I want you to do a lot of research and I want you to ask God to help you. The third thing I want you to do is make a plan to answer the what if. Okay? I want you to make a plan to solve the problem. I want you to identify the problem. I want you to pray about it, research it, begin working on it, get a goal, get a destination, and then I want you to solve it on paper. And then you're going to write a goal plan in your head, if nothing else, to get there. You guys have been hearing me say for the last 2 years, I'm tired of paying increasing cost on bagged feed when it's subpar and I can grow it better. My goal has been I've been telling y'all by fall, by winter, I'll be making my own pellets. We're in August and I'm fixing to get that pelletizer. Do I have the cash for it? Nope. But I'm believing for it because I've been preparing for it. So you have to know what you want. You have to figure out how you're going to get there. And then you just start moving in that direction. And it's going to work to your benefit. Okay? You can't sit at home and say, I don't want to pay feed costs anymore. It costs too much. And then never plant the cover crops and the crops you're going to use to make the pellets. Never do your research. And just keep complaining like that you're not going to be successful in this lifestyle doing that. In fact, you're not going to be successful in life doing that. You have to identify what if. Then you have to figure out what you're going to do to fix it. Decide what you're going to be, what you're going to do. Be of sound mind. Be in agreement with the people in your life that you share your life with. Make a plan and fix it. Okay? That's the whole video today. Make a plan, fix it. Fix it. Because I think we're running out of time. I think what happened in Maui is a land grab. They say it looks like somebody dropped a bomb. They said that several times on the news. That's scary as hell. That was a tragedy. But Maui's land is worth a lot more to the rich than it is to the people that live there. I'm just saying, guys, call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care. If there's smoke, there's flipping fire. Wake up. Be honest about where you are on the sustainability scale from 0 to 10. Stop dreaming that you're going to be totally off grid with a bunch of small children. Unless you have to, chances are you're not going to. That is a rough life. That is a hard life. That's what your great-grandmother did. And she was so excited when she got lights and air conditioning. Why would you give that up if you don't have to? I'm not. I want electrical lights and I want an air conditioning unit. Some of you probably would like, central heat when you live up in Alaska and stuff. And living without it, you know how hard. Well, the opposite is I can't cut trees and burn it to cool myself off. Okay, it's 117 degrees like for 2 weeks straight out here. I don't want to live without an AC unit. So my goal is to figure out how to keep that big bad boy running off grid. All right, like for you, it might be something else. I don't know. There may be something you're just willing not to part with. You may be like, I'm not giving up my four-wheeler. Not. Then you need to figure out a way to have gas, oil, and parts for your your four-wheeler put up and accessible to you. Become your own mechanic. Find a way to store gas. You see what I'm saying? Like, what is it, guys, that you don't want to live without? What is it that the creature comforts that you really enjoy? It might be that you don't want to give up a hot bath. Well, then you need to figure out how to be able to heat your water up in a sustainable way where you can actually do it without 3 hours of lugging hot water like your great-grandparents did. You might want to pipe it out of the ground boiling hot. Figure it out. There's a way to do it. We're humans. We're creators. We're problem solvers. If you want it, figure out a way to make it happen. Because I'm serious. I think like it's all fixing to go to hell in a handbasket. And that's okay, because the Bible tells me while the whole world is falling apart, I am going to be thriving. But he expects you to do a little work. He also says, he who does not work does not eat. Like, come on, guys. We can do this, but we've got to be able to be honest about where we are on that sustainability scale. Are you a 0? Are you a 10? Where do you want to be in between? Where are you happy at? And how are you going to get there? In the comments, let me know, because I truly do care. God bless you. Please like, comment, and subscribe.